One thing is absolutely certain. You are more powerful than they will ever give you credit for. If they ever gave you credit for how powerful you are, you must understand this, that you are much more powerful than they can even give you credit for. Because if they realize how powerful you really are, they're realizing the older version of yourself and this newer version of yourself is much more powerful than they could ever tell you. So you must realize something for yourself. Whatever you focus on grows. That is a natural law. Whatever you focus on grows. So make sure in this time that you are focusing on yourself. You are focusing on your own ventures, your own endeavors, your own power, your own consciousness, your own awareness. Because if we are in a conscious war, which we are in a spiritual war right now, that means that the biggest real estate in a conscious war is your awareness, is your attention. It is what you are giving your divine light to. In any point in time, these big corporations, they want to have 100% of your attention. Your attention is literal currency. Your attention has always been currency because in your attention, you have a divine function and mechanism that creates things into this reality from the inside out. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. Any great creation that has ever been brought into this plane has been brought through by way of imagination and drastic creation. If you are sitting in a chair, if you are sitting in a building, if you are sitting in a house, if you are anywhere that is in a place, an enclosed place, you are in somebody's imagination. Somebody had to imagine these things, write it down, build it out, and then bring it into fruition. So that lets you know how amazing your attention, your awareness, your consciousness is. Because without having that divine focus, you are useless as a spiritual and physical being. If you can't think for yourself, you are useless as a spiritual being to yourself. But you are of the most use to the ones who are looking to manipulate your energy. That is the reason why now, if we are in a conscious warfare, a spiritual war, it would behoove you to detox your energies from any low vibrational stuff that's in your frequency. All of this stuff that's happening in the mainstream news, talking about planes crashing and, fires starting. And last year, I just told you guys it was the boats was crashing. And then you got weathering happening. Everything is happening around you to get you out of your hookup. You're going to realize that everything, all these catastrophic events are happening to get you out of your own mind. You yourself, your own health, your own wealth, your own prosperity will be on the back burner, sitting here watching the news, sitting here watching social media as they feed you anything that's going to get your energy, your attitude to change so that you can keep consuming their energy. You have to realize that you are more powerful than they will ever give you credit for. Because if they ever gave you credit for how powerful you are, you'll have to realize that what they think is your power is not your power anymore. They think that your power, that you're just this conscious being and that you are an everlasting being, but you are much more than that. You have that alpha and omega star energy inside of you. You have the energy to bring quantum ideas and collapse them into this wave function. You guys don't understand how powerful you are just with your mind. Just with your mind. Like, give yourself more credit because they could never. I know too many people right now who you're waiting for somebody to give you permission or to give you credit or to give you the green light to be as divine as you know that you could and should be. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need anybody's permission. You were born. It is your birthright. It's in your breath. It's in your heartbeat. It's in your frequency and field. You are certified. You are verified. You do not have to wait for any catastrophic events for you to rise and speak your truth. You do not have to wait to be scorned by this world to say that something is divinely wrong with this world. You do not have to be afraid to speak your truth when you know who you are. And so I ask you, do you know how powerful you are? This is a rhetorical question because we already know the answer. If it's you we're talking about, and I'm asking about you to you, if I ask you, do you know how powerful you really are? Just say yeah. Don't even say no. We need delusional healers in this realm right now. We need people who like, I really don't know, but shit, I'm gonna say I do now, just because whatever I say, whatever I bring my attention to grows. Okay? Brooke says, why did I choose this? I'm so tired and so lonely. It's because you understand that in the grand scheme and picture of things, that this is just one little piece and part of your journey. You are an everlasting, formless, typeless, endless. You are an endless being. You will always be. You will never not be. Loneliness is just a state along the way. Imagine you're driving from state to state, and in these states you're finding things more out about yourself. Sometimes you got to drive through a state of loneliness and self-security so that you can see that you really didn't need anybody else but yourself. So that when you get past this state and that you start to see and meet people who are more like your vibration, you don't drop the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's too many people that's trying to rush into relationships, that's trying to rush into friendships, that's trying to rush into their $1 million and things like that. You do not want to drop the ball. You do not want to get $1 million today and then spend all millions of dollars tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? And now you just sit stuck because you didn't take enough time to really sit with yourself. You didn't go through the lonely state. You didn't go through the hermit state alone. You didn't take the scenic route. You got to take the scenic route. And you got to be sometimes fine with being lonely. Because if you are with somebody and you haven't went through that stage where you're with yourself, what's going to end up happening is you're going to build codependency. And if this person isn't telling you that you're beautiful, you're not going to feel beautiful. This person don't tell you that you're worthy, you're not going to feel worthy. And that's how it goes. And so when you sit with yourself, it don't matter if somebody tells you that you're worthy or not. You already set the bar and set the standard. You won't innately go out and pick somebody who may not be taking care of themselves, because you've taken care of yourself so much that you can tell as you get the frequency when somebody's really not taking care of themselves and they try to come into your frequency and field, and you get to telling them about all your dreams and aspirations and goals and everything, and they're like, I don't think you can do that. That's a big dream right there. I've never seen anybody that can do that. When you encounter somebody like that and you yourself are doing the work, you can tell when those people are not doing the work. But see, you got to go through some of them lonely states in order to get that kind of clarity. Are you willing to do that for yourself? You are a light being out here, in a dark place out here. Are you willing to shine bright? Shining bright in a dark place can be very lonely. You understand that. And plus, if you are the one that's shining, most times you don't even get to see your own light. You're the last person to see your own light. It's the people in the darknesses who see your light shine the brightest. And so you got to have faith, even though you can't even see your light because you're the only one shining in the dark right now. You got to have faith that everything is going to be okay. Much more than that, that you are on the right path, doing the right things. You are the right person to manifest the right things. It is you. Light Peace says, are you doing this on YouTube Live? Go check out my YouTube Lives. Go check out the YouTube Lives. Space Peace in the building. Go check out the YouTube Lives. Of course I'm doing this in YouTube Live. Of course. I rocks with you guys. You get what I'm saying? This one right here is just on Instagram right here, but I do separate YouTube Lives for you guys to make sure you guys getting all this information. Okay? I want to make sure that as they are taking planes from the skies, that they are not taking your peace of mind. I want to make sure that while they're crashing boats into the harbors, that they're not taking your peace of heart. I want to make sure that when they're doing all this crazy stuff with the school shootings and everybody's getting assassinated and all this stuff is happening around you, that you are not losing your peace. Because most of these things that are happening are things that are beyond your control as a being. Like, you're not going to physically go up, put the beret on and go get the mug. You're not about to go do all that. You're a spiritual being, so if anything is going to be affected, it's going to be your frequency and field. You are a spiritual being, so if you are going to affect anything out here, it's going to be with your frequency and field. It's going to be about how you feel about yourself. It's going to be about how you carry yourself. It's going to be about your know-how and what you are willing to put in and produce. It's going to be about how much you're willing to consume versus produce. How much you're willing to be a victim versus the hero. How much you're willing to be quiet versus stand up tall and speak your piece. It's about your frequency. This is a spiritual war we're in. Do you know how powerful you are? Ask yourself that. Real life questions. And the world is not going to tell you. They could not tell you, but it's time for you to declare this for yourself. If you know this for yourself, drop a diamond in the chat. Let's just see how many delusional gods and goddesses there are right now. If you are delusionally high vibrational about yourself in the world right now that is trying to take your peace, and you have to be delusionally happy because they are going psychopathically crazy. We're trying to take your peace. If you are a high vibrational being right now, no matter what is happening around you, drop a diamond in the chat and stop playing. Shy says, yeah, I cried for the USA team. Okay, I realized what's going on, shaking my motherfucking head. It is crazy. It's crazy out here, you guys. But again, we incarnated in a time like this because the crazier it is out here, and it's only going to get crazier, you guys. The lighter the light beings have to be. The darker it is out here, the brighter we shine. And you are stars. The only objective to a star is to shine. And so you can't be afraid to shine. You cannot be afraid of things getting dark because this is how we shine. I'm not asking for you guys to go out here and physically be putting your hands on people out here. I get it. We got kids, we got families, and plus we're not barbarians. We're not barbarians, guys. We are the gods and goddesses. We are not barbarians. We're not just about to be picking up fucking stones and throwing them at people. Now we got more divine technology. Let them use their AI. Let them use their artificial intelligence while we use our ancient technology. Let them use their artificial technology while we use our ancient technology. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about our consciousnesses. Let's talk about our intention. Let's talk about what we can do when we build and we unify and we grow. Let's talk about how the math ain't mathing when you got two gods and goddesses that are willing to collaborate. Let's talk about how the math don't even math. Let's talk about how 1 + 1 ain't even 2 when two gods decide to come together and create. 1 + 1 don't equal 2. 1 + 1 equals 10,000. The math don't math when two very powerful beings get together. And that's what we're trying to be, off the Richter. We're trying to be off the Richter. We are more powerful than their math. We are more powerful than their science. We are more powerful than their logic and their reason. We are beyond that. But they won't tell you that. They'll keep you stuck under your constructs. They'll keep you in a bubble. They'll keep you in a little cube. They'll keep you in a prism. And we are lights. We are high vibrational light beings. Let's be that. And let's enact that. And if you don't know this to be for real in your own life, you need to put on your greatest acting clothes. You need to become the greatest actor in your life. If you don't know that you are the most powerful being in this entire world, you need to start pretending. You need to put on your childhood imagination hat and you need to start pretending until this becomes so concrete into your actual everyday life that you have not a choice but to recognize your greatness in everything that you see. Even if what you see is in dismay, is in turmoil, what you put your energy and your attention and your focus to grows. You could be in a crazy environment, but when you put your mind to it, you can outgrow anything. Trust me. People say your greatest bounds, your greatest grip is your environment. But yeah and no. Yes and no. Some people say if you can't outgrow your environment, you just will never grow. And I'm like, yeah and no. You are a formless, timeless, shapeless, infinite, eternal being. You can't even tell me that your environment is good enough to keep you down. Because it ain't. Because you are a formless, timeless, shapeless, infinite, eternal being. And I know so many people that are stuck under oppression. In a state, in a city, in a town, in a country, in a world that does not harbor their own high vibrational creative light and energy. But I tell you this, you gonna shine anyways. It don't matter. You can live and die in a crazy place and still be higher than the place that you were in because you do not allow the environment to dictate your own spiritual journey. You don't allow what is happening around you to govern what's happening inside. It's only when you give that stuff permission do you allow them to take your energy. So you got to ask yourself, what do you allow right here? If you do not know that you are God, goddess, it's about time that you start acting and pretending until you know it to be true. Because what else is there to do out here? Either you're going to Step into your role as God Goddess, and you're going to begin to control your life, or you are going to be controlled in every single aspect, from what you eat to what you watch to how you treat yourself to how you treat your family, your friends, your kids. And it's all going to be through the social media engine and all these other AI engines. If you do not learn to get your natural ancient technology together, you are going to be just a fish in open water. Just and it's hunting season out here. You get what I'm saying? You got to get it together, because these beings know. They can tell when you don't have a thing on your mind. They can tell when you have nothing in your heart. And an idle mind and an idle heart is the devil's playground. They can tell when you got nothing going for yourself. So start finding things, start creating things to be grateful for in your life. Start creating things to feel powerful for in your life, even when you feel powerless. Because if you don't, I guarantee you somebody else is going to take your consciousness and do what they have to do with it. Trust me. You can see it in the social media right now. If this makes sense to you, make sure to drop a diamond in the chat. I wanted to come here to let you know how powerful you are, just in case the world is not. I want to come here and tell you just how amazing and beautiful you are, just in case the world does not, because they will not, because in some instances they just cannot. They don't have the capacity to see you in your divine light. Good thing I got the eye, baby. I got the eye, and I can see you in your glorious state. I love you, I love you, I love you. And if you are not already subscribed to the YouTube right now, and you want some more high vibrational free spiritual guidance, make sure if you are on Instagram that you just type the word YouTube, YOUTUBE. Type the word YouTube right now. We're going to send you guys a DM. Make sure you guys go subscribe if you want more high vibrational love and light, peace and abundance, with absolutely no games being played. You can tell I didn't come here to play games with you, right? Right. So go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube right now. Come through, show love, break bread. We just hit 2,000 subscribers over on YouTube, you guys. And we have no plans on stopping there, you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. On 4th to the Gold Award. I love you. Take care of yourself. And until the next amazing and powerful live, you guys, it is Tristan Lamar, your Reiki master, teacher, and spiritual guide, broadcasting love and self-healing frequencies, reminding you to remind yourself that self-love always prevails. And until next time, like that beautiful sunshine, do your best to illuminate. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. In these pivotal times, take care of yourself. I love you. Peace.